We've got the Junior Dragsters now sticking the noses out from under the tower down here. The Summit Racing Junior Drag Racing League. They've been on display back there all weekend. We get them a chance to come up here and let the youngsters in the little cars get out here and race in front of the jam-packed grandstands that is Bandimere. The Junior League has been oh so incredible in grooming champions, in training drivers. I mean, to the point that, well, just looking at pro pits. Look at Leah, look at JR, look at Sean, look at Erica, Chris McGay. I mean, I could go on for like a week. There are a lot of former junior drivers that are now out here driving big cars, and take a look. You could be looking at the future of the class. That is Caden Barth in the left side, an 8th grader. And that is Michaela Stark in the right side. She is a sophomore. And Michaela is actually driving Junior Street and Junior Dragster. Got a little help from the Sealmaster folks. Now, Michaela, pretty solid, 4th overall in Junior Dragster division. She likes, other than racing, baseball, photography. Kalen's a big ice hockey guy. Also likes fishing and working with Dad. Ask him his future racing goal. The young man's 13 years old. What's your future racing goal? Go fast. I'll never forget what Erica Enders told me one time. Said she made her first run down a racetrack. She's about 8 or 9 years old, and she was a little nervous, and maybe a little scared, and maybe a little unsure. And she hit the gas and went about 35 miles an hour and got out of the car and said, "Faster, Daddy, faster." Been doing it ever since. Colin on the left side, Michaela on the right side. These kids don't get to run in front of grandstands as full as we have here at Bandimere very often. Pretty special moment. Off the starting mark. Michaela, a little bit too quick. She jumps early and gets the red. Now they run down to the 8th mile finish line. In the junior categories, you can actually start at 5 years old, making singles, learning how to make this happen. You get a little older, you get into competition. The older you get after that, the faster you are allowed to go in the cars. As you get more experience, as you get older, you're allowed to go a little faster, and a little faster, and a little faster. We've got Marissa Meyer here on the left side. She is out of Golden, Colorado, 14 years old, in 9th grade at Green Mountain High School. Wow, she got nice penmanship. Former best appearing car winner. She also runs in Junior Street. Hobbies, drag racing, period. Addison Vogel. Over here in the right side, out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Addison is 14 years old, 9th grader at Douglas County High School as they take off. Eight flat, 8.002 and 8.0.6 for Addison Vogel. Marissa Meyer goes 8.37 at 76 miles an hour. Addison is actually involved in 4-H and has won national championships showing animals. He's got a lot going on outside of the race car. Big thanks to the folks at Vogel Auto and Diesel for helping her make it happen. Marissa Meyer wants to win a championship. That's it. Future racing goals, win a championship. I like somebody with a clear-cut agenda. We've got Michael Shelby on the left side, Alyssa Shelby on the right side. Okay, so we got a brother and sister down here on the starting line now, and apparently we got to do a little refire down here on Michael's car. They're out of Parker, Colorado. Michael's an 11th grader, Alyssa 9th grader. Alyssa likes baking, drawing, and theater. Michael likes drag racing, hunting, and ATV racing. Hey, beware, Stevie Fast. Beware, Jose Gonzalez. Michael Shalepi is a future pro mod driver. Might be a couple of years, but he's coming for you. So brother and sister lining them up down here on the starting line for an opportunity to just make a little time run. I got to tell you, they had a flock of youngsters back there around the tent where the juniors are on display in the staging lanes all weekend long. Remember, one of the first things that Leah said this morning out on the track walk when Joe caught up with her, she was out there hanging out and chit-chatting with the junior racers, because Leah remembers when that was her. And the pro racers paying attention to the juniors, especially the ones that did it, still remember where they came from. Now, Now, Michael had a problem with his car back here, and he still looks like he's got a problem with his car down there. So, unfortunately for Michael, he will not have an opportunity to make the run, but an 083 light for Alyssa, an 823 at 79 miles an hour. You know, the Junior Drag Racing League is like the absolute epitome of NHRA championship drag racing. It all started because there was a kid in New Jersey that couldn't catch a football. He said, "Dad, I don't want to play sports. Can't you build me a race car?" His dad owned Englishtown, Old Bridge Township. So they bent up some old conduit, got a 5-horse lawnmower motor, made a race car. Can't have one, you got to have two, right? You got to race somebody, so they made another one. And then every kid that saw it wanted to have it. And then typical racer mentality. Oh, a 5-horse motor go how fast? Okay. What if we made billet blocks and billet crankshafts and started cranking out bigger and better parts? Xavier Greger in the left side, excuse me. That's Brendan Schultz over here in the right side. Brendan, 8th grader. That Mike Boz built race car. He built a lot of those things. There's actually almost an entire industry right now. It's into covering the junior drag races. This is also a special place because this is the home of the Western Conference Finals. They'll bring like 600 of these things from all over this part of the country once a year and battle them out for a national championship. That's where Sean Langdon won his first national championship. Oh, I love the parachute. Great. 82 miles an hour, throwing out the laundry down at the top end of the racetrack. Hey, you got to get that baby safely slowed down. You never know what could happen. Xavier goes 811 at 80 miles per hour. Carter Ward, now coming up in the left side, likes gaming, racing, and math. 14 years old, Falcon High School. Blaine Stark in the right side, out of Stewart Middle School. He's 13 years old. He wants to build and race his 56 Chevy on Rocky Mountain Race Week. Really? That's awesome. Blaine Stark wants to take a street car, wants to run some Radial versus the World, and wants to run Rocky Mountain Race Week. I'm with you. For Blaine, that's solid. 790 is as quick as you can go in the category. 79 miles an hour and 814 for Carter. At 79 miles an hour. Did you notice Michaela Stark coming back on a scooter back there? Because she had to hustle up here and get into her junior street car. And that is one of the newer programs. It's kind of like the bridge between the junior cars and the big cars. If you want to come out here and race, even before you have a driver's license, you do it with a parent. You come out here, you basically pass a safety test and an aptitude test. You must be riding with a parent, a licensed street car. Race cars are not allowed. You get checked out in the car, and then you can come out and be a part of the junior street program. That's Michaela Stark again. That's why she just had to go down there and hustle back on the scooter. Remember when Pat Austin used to do that? Michaela in the pickup, C10 Chevrolet with a 350. Hey, you can bracket race anything. Lily Strong over there on the left side. Lily is 13 years old, driving the family Camaro. And Lily wants to be a top fuel driver someday. It certainly can happen. 13 years old and they let her drive that. I was 25 years old. My dad wouldn't let me drive his 20-year-old truck to the dump. Of course, from what I understand, Lily is, kind of a nice, upstanding, solid citizen, and I was a younger version of what I am now, so I guess you can figure that out. But the Junior Street program, said one of the newest. And if you are interested in getting involved, just get a hold of the folks here at Bandimere Speedway, and they'll tell you what you got to do, where to get started, and how to make it happen. And perhaps you can fulfill your dream of coming out here and racing on the same track. One of the other great things that I love about being in the NHRA, the professionals are here this weekend running 300-plus miles an hour in some cases down this racetrack. And on any given Friday and Saturday night, if you would like to bring your street car out here and run it, you can do it. They have plenty of programs for street cars, for bracket cars, for about anything. Same racetrack, same stadium as the pros.